Right, let's try to actually get the data back from our database up here. So if I can click the right one, so let's try to see if we can actually retrieve this data into our VueJS here. Now I just am in this documentation on Firebase here, and I'm inside the read data, so get data once. And if you scroll down to, or just search for get all documents, we're a bit down on the page, as you can see over here. But what I want to do is I just want to do this because they actually set up most of what I want to do. We can type this in also by ourselves, or we can copy paste this from here. Copy paste is a little bit more secure, so you don't make an error as typing. Let's write it by ourselves, and let's have it over here so we can see it. So what we want to do, whoopsie daisy, is we want to go into our menu where we have all our frozen yogurts and everything, and let's set up a test so we can actually see these items. First thing I want to do is I just want to have this import here from our new add new items here. So go to the top of menu, and you can just type this in by hand and import the link to the document here, and just have two of those, so //Firebase. So I can grab the actual file down here, and that's the first thing we need to do. So the next thing we need to do is let's just do it after the data set here, which is here. We're going to try to grab the data from online. So I'm going to use the created hook, lifecycle hook here. And in here, I'm going to basically write what they have here, but I'm not going to write everything. Because we already have the data DB and the collection set up in our firestore called DB menu add, so I'm going to use that name, so DB menu add, and then we're going to use the get like they have over there. Basically, I'm just slowly going to copy most of what they have over at their page, and then I'm going to use the promise called then, and inside this promise we're going to create a function. So I'm just going to use the like this, and then I'm going to type query. I don't know if they do. Yeah, query snapshot. So snapshot is basically taking a photo of whatever is in the database at this point, right? So after this error, I'm going to use a lambda or fat arrow notation. I'm going to create this. Basically, what I've done here is they created the function and have the name inside. I just used the newer version of the lambda expression here, right? So same structure, and then I'm going to, because this is where we are saving our data, so we're going to do an iteration like they are, like for each. So for each item in the document, we are going to loop through those and test those. And I don't want to continue writing functions because now I'm using the lambda sign. So I'm going to write doc in here, inside the double parentheses, and then I'm going to do the lambda expression, and like so. And this is right now the structure of this one. So what I'm going to do now though is I'm just going to copy this one here, the console log, because I'm that lazy. So I'm going to console log the IDs out for each of my document, and they're saved in something called doc data. But we'll see that in our, let's click save, let's see if everything works. It does. So it's saving everything over here. I'm going to do a refresh real quick. So if you open up your console, you can see over here we have some information that says x blah, 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 something, something, right? So if we compare, that's x, y, z, correct? That's the first one. So we can expand those, and we can actually see the data. So we actually grab the data from Firestore by using this code now with the query snapshot, and it's now being implemented into our system. So the next part for us is to save it into the system and then show it in the system. So we'll do that in the next video.